Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I'm in downtown Columbia, Missouri, and I am in front of a very historic building considered one of the cornerstones of Columbia. This used to be a Coca-Cola bottling plant, but it is now a movie theater, a bakery, and a record shop. And there's a historical marker on there, plus I'll have some history of the organizations that occupied this building. So here we go. Okay, so that's the First Presbyterian Church. This is Hitt Street. And this is what used to be the Coca-Cola bottling company building. That is Uprise Bakery. That is a cinema, which I'll explain more. It's called Ragtag. It's a volunteer group that showcases classic cinema. And then right here is the marker. Let's see what it says here. So this Colonial Revival commercial property at 10 Hitt Street was built in 1935 to house the local Coca-Cola bottling plant. Columbia's original Coca-Cola franchise was purchased by Ed Roberson in 1932 and moved to this building upon its completion in 1935. Roberson chose this location at the edge of the business district in order to provide easy access for delivery trucks to downtown businesses. It is most likely that the building's design was influenced by its location. In the 1930s, most of the buildings on Hitt Street were residential. The gabled roof and dormers, combined with the Colonial Revival stylistic elements of quoins and a corbelled cornice, give the building a residential appearance. Roberson's Coca-Cola plant at 10 Hitt Street operated for just over 30 years. In 1966, the facility was moved to a larger location to meet the demands of the operation. In that same year, Kelly Press purchased 10 Hitt Street and operated a printing press in the building until 2005. In 2005, a group of 12 local individuals formed Hittsville LLC and purchased the building at 10 Hitt Street to serve as a new location for 3 local downtown businesses: 9th Street Video, Uprise Bakery, and Ragtag Cinema. The building has also been a primary venue for Columbia's True False Film Festival. 10 Hitt Street has entered into the National Register of Historic Places in 2006. A 4th business, Hitt Records, was added in 2013. The building adopted the name of its investors and has been known as Hittsville since these businesses opened at 10 Hitt Street in 2008 and designated as a building 2016. And here's what it used to look like. Now, when I was in Terre Haute, Indiana, I went to the Historical Society Museum, and of course Terre Haute, Indiana, if you remember, they're known for, that's where somebody drew the original design for the Coca-Cola classic bottle. Well, I ended up buying this book called the Coca-Cola Trail. Really cool. It tells you all about the places in America where there's Coca-Cola history, and Columbia, Missouri was mentioned in there. So, and of course this building was. So I'm not gonna plagiarize, but I'm gonna tell you some more details about this building. So according to Larry Jorgensen, the author, this was not the first bottling plant here in the city, as records indicate the bottling was being done in Columbia as early as 1877. Now, the Columbia Bottling Works began operation in 1917, and then it became the Coca-Cola Bottling Company in 1925. And then Ed Roberson died in 1975. Columbia Coca-Cola was purchased by Coca-Cola Mid-America of Kansas City. The franchise went through 2 other ownership changes before becoming part of Coca-Cola Refreshments Company in 2010. So, and here is another, I believe this is where the movie cinema part is. The organization Ragtag Cinema dates back to 1997, and it does showcase a lot of films, such as you can see, Charlie Chaplin. One of the films was Rear Window, which of course is a classic Hitchcock one. I really like this mural. I wonder who did it. Probably not one person, but it has a lot of cool things like Steamboat Willie, Buster Keaton, How to Be a Detective, The Birds, Marilyn Monroe, of course, and that looks like Spike Lee all the way down there, and Roger Rabbit. I can't go that far because, yeah, it's kind of, but this is pretty cool. I imagine this is where the movie theater part is. And if you like shopping for records, cassettes, or whatever, stereo components, you gotta go to Hitt. I'm going to go ahead and go in there right now. I'm not going to put them on camera, but I'm going to check out what they got after I do this video. Or if you're hungry, Uprise Bakery is where it's at. That's the entrance. And it says here, Ragtag's birthday is June 29. Architecture is pretty cool. I mean, look at those windows on top, small rooms. All right, I am Jason. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. I am in Columbia, Missouri, in front of a classic building. All right, Jason, sign off.